Hey everyone, Francis here. So this is becoming a quite a concerning storm system heading for Manitoba. So I wanted to give more of a in-depth video update here. So first thing to go through is our forecast that we posted yesterday on our website, and you can see that it's still pretty accurate. That's kind of like what I'm still thinking here. So this is going to be a high impact winter storm, probably a blizzard. And Environment Canada just posted special weather statements for Manitoba for pretty much all of southern Manitoba, and they're expecting up to 60 centimeters of snow in parts of near the international border, and that's kind of like what we're thinking as well. So to go into in depth here with the latest models, the first thing we look at is the low positioning, because that's going to be a huge driver of who sees the biggest snowfall. So here you can see the Euro ensemble forecast. Basically where the L's are is basically where the low position from different model runs. And you can see that basically it's still on track. It's going through Nebraska and then going into Minnesota and then including. So that's going to drive the main deformation zone somewhere across northwest Minnesota into eastern North Dakota and into southern Manitoba. And that area is going to be where the heaviest snowfall occurs. So you can see here it starts including on Wednesday, which means that precipitation is going to be ongoing at this point. So if we look at, let's look at an American model, and you can see that the ensemble puts the low pretty much in the same track as the European model. However, it includes a little bit closer to the Manitoba border. So now with this, we can look at the precipitation from the ensemble as well. And you can see this is in centimeters. You can see near the international border, you have 40 centimeters of snow by Thursday. This is the American model. And then if we look at the European model, this is the latest. Let's go. Yeah, okay. Let's go to the last run. Okay, here we go. So let's look for Wednesday. So Wednesday we have a lot of snow in North Dakota, and then it goes into Manitoba and into northwestern Ontario. So here you can see up to 40 centimeters of snow is being forecast by this model here by Friday morning. So that's a lot of snow for this time of year in Manitoba. So one of the main issue, yeah, it's going to be snowy and windy, and you know, your regular blizzard, winter storm impacts, but you're gonna get road closures and all that stuff. But one of the main issues with this storm is that it's gonna dump a lot of snow during the spring thaw on the Red River Valley. So if we look at the current cameras, this is Morris. So you can see that there's not a lot of snow left on the ground. Snow has been melting, and here you can see the river is already flooded. It's pretty close to Highway 75 here. So what this storm system is just going to do is just going to bring way more precipitation to the Red River Basin, and it's just going to cause so much more flooding. So that's the main thing that I'm looking at here mostly. The snow's going to fall, but it's probably not going to stay on the ground very long, and it's going to melt, and it's going to go into the Red River Basin and all the tributaries, and it's just going to cause so much flooding. So we need to be prepared for that, because that's the main issue with this storm here. So as we get closer and closer, now we're talking about a Wednesday impact here. So we can start looking at higher resolution models here. I don't know if the NAM is going to be close. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so the NAM gets us to Wednesday evening. So if we look at the snowfall totals here for Wednesday evening, we have like 60 centimeters in Minot, North Dakota. That's insane. Again, that's just one model here. So if we look at we can look at the precipitation type here, and we'll get an idea of when the low kind of ejects here. So you can see that the low comes off Colorado, goes into Nebraska and then Minnesota, and you can see here snow begins on the international border near Manitoba on Tuesday night, and then it won't stop until Friday morning. So that's going to be a huge amount of snow, and it should be in Manitoba. It should be all snow. There shouldn't be any rain. There shouldn't be any mixed precipitation. So that's just going to mean constant dumping of snow for what, 28 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours even. So that's going to be a huge issue. So you should plan, if you live in southern Manitoba, you should plan for highway closures. Highway 75, the Trans-Canada, Highway 5, Highway 13, all of these highways will likely be closed by Thursday, and we're probably going to see some blizzard warnings. And after this storm has passed, next weekend into the week after, all that snow is going to melt in the watershed and go in the watershed into the river systems. And then we're going to have some huge flooding concerns for the Red River Valley, the Assiniboine. So that's the main thing we're going to have to look at here. I think we're going to have some big problems. And Manitoba Infrastructure said that during unfavorable conditions this spring, the Red River should see water levels similar to 2011. And if you don't remember, 2011 was a huge flood for the Morris area. So I don't want to alert anyone that much, but this is a big concern here for this storm system. So I'm going to be watching this very closely because I know a lot of you are from Manitoba, and I want to keep you updated on this. But let's keep a watch out for Environment Canada warnings, Manitoba government warnings. But let's be prepared here for possibly some major spring flooding and a major winter storm here.